LOL. Oh, hey, it's me, Olive, your drag diva, and welcome back to my channel. How's everyone doing today? What? Okay, wait, hold on. What? I'm just kidding, I can't actually hear you. But that was nice catching up. It's November, the seasons are changing, it's getting a little colder, and you know, who doesn't like feeling a little nostalgic every now and then? Well, in today's video, I thought I'd bring you guys a fun 90s November look. And since we're doing a little throwback, I thought I'd bring you guys like a little bit of my 90s. Ooh. Little X-Men throwback. I used to love that like X-Men cartoon in the 90s. Like that was my introduction to them. Loved Storm. She was such a badass. Honestly, like 90s fashion was really just an extension of the 80s. Maybe slightly more subdued. Let me know what your favorite 90s trend is down in the comment section below. Ooh, that'd be fun. So we're gonna go back in time and transform ourselves into a grunge goddess. So if you want to see what that looks like, then keep on watching. But before we get into this video, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you check out all my other socials at The Olive Cox for more drag fun. Alright, I'm gonna go shave my face, do my base, map out one of these eyes off camera to save some time, and I'll be right back. And I'm back, y'all. As you can see, I have my base all done, one eye complete. So I'm gonna zoom you in so we can focus you in on this side so we can get this eye look started. So today, we're going grunge, bitch. So think like super like, you know, almost goth, but like not quite goth. It's like you're dipping your toes into it. So think like plaid and everything, like very that. I don't know, it's very similar. I just like the aesthetic. And you know, since we're doing a 90s look, this is the one I wanted to go for. We're doing like all matte too, so that's going to be very different because you know, she's a drag queen, she does like some sparkle and shimmer, but today we're doing a little something different. I'm doing something a little different. English. Anyway, so let's get it started. Also, I did y'all a favor, I started with a lip today, so you're welcome. So right now, like most of my looks, start off with mapping out this liner. And we're almost touching the eyebrow with it. The bigger the better, I always say. I don't always say that actually, but you know, we're saying it today, so that's fun. Sure, that's it even. The 90s did bring you some like badass films. Like there was Titanic, Jurassic Park, Lion King, Aladdin, Mrs. Doubtfire, which is basically drag. There we go. Go in. All right, now that we have that liner all mapped out, I'm taking a fluffy brush and I'm dipping into an orange shade and I'm placing that in the crease, blending it into the eyebrow. Honestly, I'm just putting it over my actual eyebrow, which is now my crease. So who out there was born into the 90s? Same. So I guess that makes you like old, right? That's fun for you. We can be old together. Now with a denser brush, I'm taking a deeper like burnt orange and I'm placing that deeper in my crease. So we're placing that lower just to create more. For some reason today, my eyes being two different shapes is like really noticeable.
Not a vibe.
Another thing my gay ass was obsessed with in the 90s was the 90s Brady Bunch movie with RuPaul as like the guidance counselor. Obsessed. Get it in that inner corner. But I thought you were nice and blended. And then there was a very Brady sequel, which was like equally as like stunning. And then even lower, I'm placing a deep plum, getting that all over the lid. For like grunge makeup, it's almost like makeup from like the night before. That's the look we want to go for. Like it's purposeful, but you don't want to make it look like it is. You have to make it look effortless. Like you didn't try, but you totally did. Oh, yikes. Since it's all matte, it's clinging to my dry patches on my eye. That's fun. Look away. Now I'm reinforcing that liner. Trying to get it as black as possible. Alright, now with the super dense brush, I'm taking a black shade and I am setting that liner. Friends started airing the year I was born. Alright, going back in with that orange and blending everything out. Also, another like 90s show that was like kind of fun was Pokemon. I was obsessed with Misty, typical water sign. I'm taking yellow with that same brush and I'm blending that out even more. So what's everyone's like favorite like 90s like trends and stuff? Like what's something from the 90s that like everyone like wish was like still a thing? She used to love a slap bracelet. She was that girl. Well, I mean, she wanted to be that girl, but she was not that girl. I just lied. Certified liar. You caught me. Right, I'm taking a white and I'm highlighting my brow bone with that. Cool. I'm taking yellow and I'm blending that out. Right, now I'm dusting away that excess powder. Who remembers Nintendo 64? Super Smash Brothers was like that game. I'm taking a black and smoking out my lower lash line with that. Blending that out with that orange.
Save.
Jesus Christ.
I need to smoke. What time is it?
It is time.
Your audience heard me as it burns it.
I hope they do too. It was erotic.
Because they know what's about to happen.
Going back in with that orange and blending everything out. And then who can forget like the 90s music? Like there's just like Celine Dion, there was Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Britney, Christina, and you know, a grunge goddess in her own right, Alanis Morissette.
The first shot that I went to get my first piercing was called Pleasures of the Flesh. My mom did not like that.
You're like, what's wrong with Pleasures of the Flesh? But she didn't like your piercing.
Both.
Oh.
I'm trying to think what my first piercing was.
Clit.
Titty.
Ah! Don't touch it.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine, and you're not really
The
fine.
liner
You just
went
can't
into
get
my
into it because they would never.
crease. My little wrinkle. It's fine. It's fine. You know what I'm gonna do? Do my waterline right now. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll line my waterline.
Where the shoulders should match them hips, but they don't.
Excuse me? Enough. Time to map out this liner. Now that we have the eyes in a pretty good spot, I'm gonna continue doing the rest of the face so we can finish up this look. So I haven't done any blush, we'll get to that. But first I'm gonna add more bronzer, more contour, really make this look pop. But first, reinforce this foundation. Adding some bronzer to the high points of the face, wherever the light would naturally hit. So around the jaw and chin area, just to soften that up. Cute, now I'm taking that first orange shade we used on the lid and I'm using that as a blush today. Taking that on a blush brush and placing that where we would place blush. I know, not that difficult to follow. There we go. Don't let it win.
More like don't let it twin, am I right?
Ow!
And twins!
Ugh, remember that. That was more early 2000s, right?
It was so good.
Ugh, that's so ridiculous.
She's like, what is so fascinating about these? She's just like doing,
I hate
like,
that.
like full like D cups.
When like 2 movies before, she had like men's breasts. Would you settle for PG-13?
Harry.
Oh, see now that was 90s. I've got stuff with the beauty blender. All right, I'm gonna go do my finishing touches off camera to save some time and get my drag on, and I'll be right back with the finished look. And this is the finished look, y'all. This 90s grunge girl look is all finished. How do we feel about it? I am so obsessed with this look. I'm living my 90s fantasy. I love the smoky eye, the dark lip, the choker, the hair. The orange tones against my skin I am so obsessed with. It looks so good. Like, let me listen to some like Alanis Morissette and then I'm set. Like, that's my set list. Ooh, That's it, I'm not going. I forgot how much I love this hair. She's fun, she's flirty, she's bouncy, she has pockets. Obsessed. This look is kind of like different because there's like no shimmer. So that's, you know, different. They didn't do shimmer back in the 90s. Like, they were like, what's a highlight? I don't know, girl. Unless they did like the 90s like supermodel, well not 90s supermodel, or the Panmanders and just shimmer all the way up to the lid. I also decided to pair this like look with like this choker and everything. And by choker I mean like shoelace, so guilty. Listen, she's crafty, we'll go with that. And also I couldn't find my chokers. Who knows where they're at. But no, this is supposed to look like effortless, like, I just rolled out of bed. This is the walk of shame. I don't care. I got shit to do. Like, that's what this look is supposed to give you. And I think we gave it. Usually it's like a band tee, but you know, I thought, you know, I'd gay it up a little bit and show you that I have a gay agenda that you need to follow. And I paired it with some plaid, obviously, because, you know, plaid's an essential for, you know, grunge girl. Do I look like Courtney Love? Is that what I'm giving? Or am I giving more Kurt Cobain? Sound off the low. I haven't worn this hair in a while, it's so good. What?
I literally... She did.
BRB. Alright y'all, if you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And make sure you check out all my other socials at the Olive Cox for more drag fun. Alright, I'll see you next week. Bye. No, go ahead. Oh my gosh. These eyebrows are so not even. It's so funny. One's so much bigger than the other. LOL.
I just believe everybody needs to be submissive to me.
Oh, to you specifically. Now that we have the eyes in a pretty good spot. Anyway, now that we have the eyes in a pretty good spot, I'm gonna, I don't know.
Lipstick on.
Oh. What if I put red lipstick on, like a whore? Can you tell this is a shoelace?
It's whatever you want it to be.
Imagination.